Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your boy, the Infinite Time on the review side, Tan Tiger01, the Big Old Dragon. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and follow me on Twitter at TanTiger01. And if you're subscribed already, make sure to hit that bell notification button so that you don't miss out on whenever I upload a new video. Right? Today I'm going to do a cricket topic video, and this is going to be a short one because I'm not too aware of the operations of this certain cricket board. Talk about Sri Lanka cricket. The topic question being, should Sangakkara come back for one more year, at least in the limited overs format? Should Sangakkara come back for just one more year to steer the ship, if you will? Because right now, Sri Lanka's performance it's appalling. It it's outright appalling. Listen, not that India have India have beaten Sri Lanka over and over again. Like India have beaten Sri Lanka 5-0 in the series and like caused a whitewash. This was expected. This was absolutely expected because India have learned how to beat Sri Lanka. And how to beat Sri Lanka over and over again. India have learned exactly what to do with Sri Lanka and how to tackle them and how to defeat them as well. And Sri Lanka have not learned how to how to counter this tactic, that how to face a team that knows almost inside out how to defeat us. Sri Lanka has not learned to counter this tactic, but the manner that's what was not the surprising factor. The surprising factor was the manner in which India beat Sri Lanka. The absolute manner in which India beat Sri Lanka. This was like a 2007 India going up consistently against a 2007 Bangladesh. I'm not talking about the World Cup thing. I'm talking about the series, the one day series that happened after the World Cup. This was on that level. The best Sri Lanka can do is, in fact, there might be some parallels with that. Look at it like this. Although not as severe, because in 2007, Bangladesh knocked India out of the World Cup. Black off, by the way. But look at it like this. Sri Lanka beat India in the one of the Champions Trophy matches, right? After that, India toured Sri Lanka and India beat them in all games. Kind of the same thing we've seen with Bangladesh 2007, right? Bangladesh beat India in the 27 World Cup, and the tour after that, India beat Bangladesh in all formats. In a Bangladesh home series. So yeah, because right now, yeah, Sri Lanka have the injury excuse. Sri Lanka have this and that excuse and whatnot. But come on, man, you can't tell me your bench strength is this weak. This weak. But just rewind it back. Just rewind it back a little bit. I believe the Bangladesh beating Sri Lanka in the ODI and in the test, it happened at. I think so. It happened before the Champions Trophy. If I'm not, yeah. It happened before the Champions Trophy. That was around March or April, something like that, or might have been May. Okay. But Sri Lanka lost an ODI series to Zimbabwe, if I'm not mistaken. Or they might have come close to actually, but yeah. Um, no, if I'm, I think, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but because I remember like drifting in and out of those matches, but I remember Zimbabwe causing a lot of trouble to Sri Lanka, and Zimbabwe might have actually won that series. This tells you that, and guys, let's be brutally honest here. The difference, the difference between Zimbabwe and its immediate upper ranked team right now is actually quite a bit, especially when it comes to test playing nations who have played a test. So that's what Afghanistan and Ireland, they don't count because they have not officially played a test match yet. Because I've been going through their schedule like, wait a minute. Afghanistan and Ireland, they got test status. One of the test matches. And who are their first test opponents gonna be? I'm actually eager to see this. Who are Ireland's first test opponents gonna be? Who are Afghanistan's first test opponents gonna be? Okay, but to lose to a team like Zimbabwe, or to lose to a series like Zimbabwe, or at least to struggle that much in your home conditions, in Sri Lanka. I don't know what else. I don't know what else should be done to sound alarm bells. So that's why maybe this was not unseen. This horrific performance to India. Like I said, it's not that the fact that they lost; it's that the way in which they lost. Look, that is why. What I feel. That is why you had protesters outside the Sri Lanka bus, and you had bottles being thrown at the Sri Lankan uh, 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 team, while they were fielding. Yeah, I believe the Sri Lankan fans were sick, sick and tired of their team losing, especially to the way they did, and especially to India in the way they did. Because, listen, even Sri Lankans, deep down, they have maybe not somewhat maybe not a complete resentment, maybe just like a very slight resentment. Like beating India is a bit of a bigger deal than beating any other team in cricket. And I understand. It look. It's nothing necessarily to do with jealousy or whatnot. Because look, this is different than like when Australia were dominating world cricket. Like, yeah, beating Australia was a big deal because Australia were the number one. But still, at that point, beating India, there was something to it. So I mean, look, you will find this sort of sentiment in Pakistan cricket fans. You'll find this I believe, more so in Pakistan cricket fans. You'll find this sort of sentiment in some Bangladesh cricket fans. You'll find this sort of sentiment in some Sri Lankan cricket fans. And well, this is not about that video, but right now it is very apparent Sri Lankan cricket. It first of all, it needs a better leader. I don't know who you got, Angelo Matthews, Upul Taranga, or whatnot. It first of all needs a better leader, and it needs someone talented. It needs someone talented to emulate within their ranks. And given Kumar Sangakkara's current form in the CPL, I just believe that he should come back for at least like one more year, or at least like two or three more series. I believe the next Sri Lankan assignment is, if I'm not mistaken, after this India assignment, I believe there are a few T20s. I believe Sri Lanka's newest assignment is the tour to Bangladesh. Although I wouldn't like Sri Lanka to bring out uh, Sangakkara out of retirement against Bangladesh, because Sangakkara has a damn good record against Bangladesh. As you know, Sangakkara he's one of the greatest left-handed batsmen of all time. Yes, of all time, and I mean of all time, as in I won't say the greatest. Like the greatest is like pure left-handed batsman is Brian Lara, but Sangakkara, he's up there. He's close by. So see, it's this mentality that actually does a lot of wonders for a team. Let me give another example with Bangladesh. In 2014, Bangladesh were the whipping boys of everyone world cricket. In fact, for a long time, Bangladesh, like, yeah, we had odd series wins here and there, like that Bangla wash and the second Bangla wash against New Zealand. Okay, but in 2014, we were going through a very tough time. Like we were humiliated by we lost Afghanistan. We were humiliated by Pakistan. If any one of you remember that Shahid Afridi, he stole the game on his own, and I believe that was pretty much the nail in the coffin for Abdul Razak. And we did not have that good of an Asia Cup and whatnot. And I believe in the World T20, it wasn't that good for us either. And we had a horrid. I believe that year Stuart Binney took 6 for 4. The Taskanama debut match, he took 6 for 4. Because everyone says Taskanama 5 wickets against India. Look, I don't celebrate that. That is not a moment I celebrate, because I remember what happens right. I remember what happened right after that. Stuart Binney 6 4. I remember what happened. Okay, I'm a realistic person. Well, at least to this extent, yeah. Excuse me. Um, yeah. So, Mashrafi Mortaza came in, and then we slowly saw the change coming within this team. And we learned what an influence Mashrafi Mortaza was to this team in terms of their self-belief, in terms of their performance, in terms of, their teamwork, and in terms of an overall approach to cricket. And just like that, 2015 started off with a pretty good bang. People started finding themselves very easily. People started believing in themselves. Especially the pace bowlers. The pace bowlers started performing out of their asses, in a good way. Then, we had other people stepping up. And, we had all the stuff that led to the 2015 World Cup. I still maintain there was some very shady business. Very shady business in that India-Bangladesh match. Like I said, had that shady and I maintain this, it's not as if had that shady business not been performed, Bangladesh would have won. No, I don't think they would have won. I personally think they wouldn't have won, but I think the match would have been closer than it is. And if that would have happened, the match would have been closer than it is, but India won. I wouldn't mind. You know what? The better team won, so the better team won. But this shady business, nefarious shady business, bad decisions and whatnot. Yeah. Okay, but even after that, we saw the influence Mashrafi Mortaza had within this team, to this point where people are now seriously contemplating that Mashrafi Mortaza's final match will be in the 2019 World Cup. Okay? Mashrafi Mota has been that influential to this side. Okay, so this tells you what experience and a great leader can do. So why not use Sangakkara for one more series? Because Sangakkara comes off as someone who does not like losing. He really does not like losing. Yeah, he carries himself with a bit of an aristocratic or aristocratic or aristocracy with a bit of aristocracy. Okay, with a bit of self-respect, self-dignity. That he's a proud representative of Sri Lanka and one of the best they have to offer. Yeah, but if he can instill a very positive frame of mind on, like, you know what, we're a team. We can handle this. We can handle the situation. We can win this match. If someone else, if one guy's not doing it, leave it to me. I will do it. If person B is not doing it, leave it to me. Person C, I will do it. That everyone is looking for an opportunity to step up, and they know that in the end, it's the team that wins. Not only them, but it's the team along with them that wins. This mentality, I don't think Angelo Matthews is doing a good job. I don't think Wu Tai-Rang, who definitely shown that he's definitely something to he is definitely something to fuck with. That's right, Upul Taranga. Yeah, he's definitely something to fuck with. He's not the right person for the job. Dinesh Chandimal, he's not the right person for the job. I personally think Sangakkara, and given that Sangakkara he's playing every game right now with the Jamaica Talawas. So I think he can still go, at least for one more season. One more season for Sri Lanka Cricket. I think he can still go. Get him back in and get Malinga the fuck out. Because honestly, Malinga's done. Without the pace, Malinga's done. Alright, I'm looking forward to comments and suggestions. Just let me know what you think about the Sri Lanka cricket situation right now. And leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, follow me on Twitter, TanTiger01. This is the MC Tam1 and Reside, the Bengal Dragon, signing out.